Hey folks, welcome back to Challenged and Happy New Year. It's been a year since I started my 2023 fitness challenge, and I wanted to give you guys kind of an update of what's happened over that year because it hasn't been anything like I thought it was going to be. Well, I let myself go, for quite a while at this point. I gained quite a bit of weight, I was feeling lethargic, and just didn't have the motivation to do much of anything. So I thought, hey, let's start some kind of a fitness routine and see if I can drop some of this weight, get in better shape, and just feel better about myself. So everything started off really well. The first 10 days, I was kicking it. I was eating less. I can't say I was eating better. I was just eating less. And I was working out very well, doing P90X with my dad. That was going great. And then my kids brought home the bug from school. Yep, 10 days after starting this, I was sick. And it just laid me out. Then 10 more days of good workouts, decent eating. And then I was sick again. This happened 4 times throughout the beginning of this year. So for 2.5 months of the first 4 months of the year, I was sick. Took a huge mental toll on me, physical toll, just everything. I was getting absolutely depressed with all of this. If I had any motivation to begin with, it was just gone. So I decided to go see a doctor. We ran blood tests and it came back that everything was actually looking really good. My cholesterol was kind of high. But my testosterone levels were really low. The doctor said these are very low. I believe it was a 163. And he would like to see someone my age be in the mid 500s, at a minimum 350. So he decided that I should be on testosterone replacement therapy. So I started that in May. And it took a while to figure out the actual dosage that I needed to get the numbers that I wanted. I tried the foam stuff that you put on the cream, I don't know, whatever it is, and I didn't like that at all, so I started doing the injections once every 2 weeks, and that seemed to work out pretty well. At first, I was having my sister, who is a nurse, give me these shots, but then she taught my wife how to do it, and now she's the one that actually gives me these shots. We've narrowed down the dosage to what it is that I need to keep me in that sweet spot. But that took months to figure out. So during the whole summer, I really just spent it with my kids, with my family, just trying to get back to normal, get to where I'm not depressed anymore. And that was working pretty well. So finally, towards the fall in September, I decided, all right, I want to get back to this working out thing. So my dad and I started again. Instead of doing it 5 days a week this time, we decided we're going to do it 3 days a week. And I have to admit, that's probably one of the best decisions that we made. I'm getting older. It takes longer for me to recover these days. So that 3 days a week was actually just perfect for us. We started that. What was interesting is I started the year, I weighed in at 225. I started in September, at the beginning of September, with this workout, I weighed 226. So not much in the way of difference. But once I started working out, I immediately gained 3 pounds. I'm sure it was all water weight. I didn't change my diet at all or anything. It's just, I don't know, I gained weight. Well, I made a video back in September telling you guys kind of what was going on with all of this. And one of you, Bill Moody, told me that he had been doing this carnivore diet. Now, I'll be honest, I hadn't heard anything about it. So I took a big old deep dive into it and I decided I could do that. I love meat and just basically most everything that goes into the carnivore diet. I will admit I don't like fish, so I don't do the fish, but I love meat. I hate vegetables. I mean, I've always disliked vegetables. It doesn't matter how many times I try it throughout my life, I don't like them. So this diet seemed pretty good. And all the videos that I was seeing on it talked about all the different great things that can happen with it. So I'm like, what do I have to lose? I might as well try this. I love meat. So at the beginning of October, I started the carnivore diet. And I must say, it's the first time in my life that something has actually worked and been sustainable for me. I've tried everything. I've tried juicing. I've tried, intermittent fasting. I've tried all kinds of different things, and none of it for me was very sustainable. So within the first week of starting this carnivore diet, I had already dropped about 7 pounds. I'm under no delusions that it was all fat. It's a whole bunch of water leaving my body. But what was interesting is I would wake up in the morning before all of this, and man, it would be hard to get out of bed. I was sore, my joints ached. Everything just kind of hurt. And almost immediately, I'd say within 24 to 48 hours of starting this diet, I could get out of bed and I felt fine. That was a drastic change from every day before that. So if there were no other benefits, that right there was a fantastic benefit. I didn't have the ups and downs throughout the day that I normally would whenever I'd eat a bunch of carbs. Another benefit was I actually started putting on muscle. I didn't know how, protein deficient I was. Now that I was eating lots of protein and I was having the fats and everything, I started building muscle in places that I've never seen it on me before. So I am definitely starting to feel better about myself. I am dropping weight. So we might as well see, where am I today? But first, let's take a look at what I look like to begin with. And as we go around my body, I'm definitely not proud of what I let myself become. I guess you'd call this the typical dad bod, the guy that just kind of gives up and I don't know, just doesn't feel great about himself, and it shows in what I look like. Again, I started the year at 225. I actually gained weight over in September, so when I started carnivore, I was up to 229, and now I weigh 206. So I've dropped quite a lot of weight, and I've seen the difference in myself. Not only did I drop weight, but I've started building some muscle as well. So as we take this 360 around me now, you guys let me know down in the comments, what do you see that is different on me? I definitely notice my upper chest. Again, that's an area that I've never been able to build muscle. My upper chest is definitely filling out. My arms and my shoulders are starting to get more defined and bigger. My traps are really starting to show. It's just interesting how protein deficient I was. I just had no idea. So once again, I have to say, big thank you to Bill Moody for turning me on to the carnivore diet. There are so many videos out there showing you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, all of that. And I encourage you guys to watch them, as well as all of the doctors out there that are touting the benefits of it. I could say so much more on this topic, but I want to keep this video relatively short. If you guys want me to make more videos on this topic, I definitely will. Just leave it down in the comments. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a happy and healthy and safe new year. If you haven't heard of this carnivore thing, it's legit. It's actually legit and it's sustainable. At least it is for me. I think it probably could be for you guys as well. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button down below as well as subscribe. Stay challenged, my friends.